We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Look at Portland. They've had a great season. We'll look to extend that into the playoffs. And checking out Phoenix. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And when you look at Portland, it looks at this point like they will not enjoy home court advantage in the postseason. That was a spot that a lot of people had them penciled into at one point.
So with Bryant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Adams, Stoudemire out there with Davis, and it's Claxton in at the points. And for the Trailblazers, Walton is out there with McHale. Then there's Jay. Then there's Drexler. And it's Rice in at the small forward.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start out. Here's Claxton. There's the pass to Davis. Here's Claxton. Outside, Davis. Pass to Van Arsdale. Stoudemire trying to break free. Van Arsdale can't get it to go. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Claxton. Stoudemire left side. Over McHale. And it's Stoudemire missing. And here are the Trailblazers. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Hicks. He had 25 points last game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Van Arsdale. Portland making their last shot. Davis, the pass to Adams. Stoudemire trying to break free.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
So it's Portland now. Maurice Stoudemire missing his last shot. Hicks passes to Rice. Shoots from 14. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Davis. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. And McHale drops them both. The Suns have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Start for them. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
The 2K leaderboard shows us who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Jay, third in assists and a great leader.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
Davis against Drexler. Davis, the pass to Stoudemire. They need this. Claxton, no good. Trailblazers leading by 8. To the middle, here's Walton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Passes it to Davis. Over Drexler. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Claxton. 17 points for him last game against Boston. To stop the drought, it's tipped. And now Portland on the break. Shots good by Hicks.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Drexler against Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Bill Walton. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And good that time.
and you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Claxton. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nice.
Here's Hicks, headed by Stoudemire. Pass to Hicks. Over Davis. Hicks can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Now the pass to Claxton. The offensive rebound. Back to Stoudemire. Another shot. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Drexler dishes to McHale. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. McHale's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Suns call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. 9th in free throw percentage. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Here's Claxton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Here's Hicks. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Inside, and it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Claxton the pass to Davis. Pass to Claxton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Kevin McHale.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Hicks. Clyde Drexler on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. Drexler's got his second basket of the night.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Claxton the pass to Davis. Stoudemire outside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Hicks. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Outside, Davis. Here's Rice. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Hicks. No one near him. And he hits the jump shot. Hicks has got his second basket of the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Van Arsdale. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Passes it to Hicks. Clock at 6. Pass to McHale. And McHale gets double teamed. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. Fifth best, the Trailblazers.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Suns trail by 12. The pass to Stoudemire. Pass to Claxton. High, arcing shot. Rebound by Drexler.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Hicks. Phoenix grabs the miss.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Phoenix shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up. Davis against Drexler. Davis, the pass to Claxton. Now here's Davis. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Here's Adams. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
So with McHale sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Hicks. He's out there with Drexler. Walton is out there with Johnson. And it's Rice in at the 4 spot. Here's Claxton. He's got 5. Portland grabs the miss. Drexler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson inside. Davis is on it. Hicks passes to Walton. Johnson kicks to Hicks. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Walton dishes to Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Bill Walton. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen by Drexler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Drexler's got 6. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early.
Yes, that goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Hicks. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Adams. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Yeah, easy call.
The Suns have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he knocks down the first one. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Hicks passes to Walton. Adams brings the double team. Down low, Hicks. And that comes off the assist by Bill Walton. Walton's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Suns call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Stoudemire's checked in for Adams. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Davis, the pass to Claxton. Here's Livingston. His last outing, he had 18 points. Passes to Davis. 4 on the clock. Stoudemire inside. Drexler defending. The tray. And that's collected by Bill Walton. Walton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's Hicks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. To the inside. A jump hook. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Now here is Davis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Pass to Claxton. The pass to Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. Trying his luck from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball. Claxton's got 10 points in the game. Trailblazers leading by 20. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here is Davis. Following the score by Clyde Drexler. The Suns have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Throw good, Davis.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Hicks. 8 points for him. Down low, Rice dishes to Johnson. Portland moving the ball around. Drexler, no good. Walton with the steal. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Drexler defended. Here's Claxton. 10 points for him. And Walton sends it back. Rice, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Livingston, the pass to Davis. It's blocked. Here's Hicks. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Hicks. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Kevin McHale, he checked in for Portland. Davis against Drexler. Davis, the pass to Claxton. "13 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Claxton's got 12 points in the game.
Good possession there. Exactly the way they drew it up.
To the paint. Here's McHale. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Claxton. 12 points for him. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Portland finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Portland came out ready to play. Some lights-out offense and defense on display as they went on an 11-0 run to start. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it? Shaq, right? That's the point.
Obviously.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, we've got Second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game so far from Kevin McHale in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Stoudemire. Adams is out there with Davis, and it's Claxton in at the 1 spot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Davis. Passes it to Van Arsdale. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And high quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Portland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Hicks passes to Drexler. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 5 now.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's McHale. He's got 15. Pass to Walton. Over Stoudemire. They grabbed their own miss. Shots good by Hicks.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Now Davis. He's got 5. Over Rice. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McHale's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Right side Davis. Here's Van Arsdale. He's got 11. Davis up top. Walton defending. Davis, the pass to Van Arsdale. Back to Davis from deep three-point range. And they'll get another chance.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Hicks. 12 points for him. Drexler. And the dunk by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Claxton the pass to Davis. Dishes it to Stoudemire. And he gets the bucket. Stoudemire's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Walton. Out to the wing. Drexler outside. The pass to Rice. 5 on the clock. over Claxton. Rice, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. To the middle. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Davis. Adams has got 6.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Hicks. Inside. Walton. Doesn't go that time. Adams, some nice D. Down low. And it's Walton missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Bill Walton. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
You know, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
The first one falls. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. That one is no good. Trailblazers leading by 23. Here's Hicks. 12 points for him. To the middle. Here's Walton, and Walton throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Timeout called. The Suns.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Livingston's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Claxton. He's got 12. And Adams with the slam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Hicks. Passes it to Drexler. And Davis pulls it down. Pass to Van Arsdale. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. Trailblazers leading by 21. Here's Hicks. Drexler right side. Drexler drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And here are the Suns now. And it's Davis with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Claxton. 12 points for him. And there's the pass to Livingston. Pass to Claxton. Adams trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got 14 points.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Here's Westphal. He has 5. With the drive, and he lays it straight in. He's got 7.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hicks kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Hicks. Back to Johnson. Here's Van Arsdale. He's guarded by Johnson. They get it back. Livingston. And there's 2 points.
Timeout.
Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Drexler. And here's the fast break. So with Johnson on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Drexler. Hicks out there with Walton. And it's Petrie in at the shooting guard. Here is Davis. Following the score by Clyde Drexler. Davis dishes to Adams. Over Walton. And the shot falls short this time. Trailblazers leading by 17. Pass to Hicks. Drexler outside. To the paint. Here's Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the pass to Davis. Poked away. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Hicks kicks to Walton. Here's Hicks. Pass to Walton. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Suns have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Claxton with the bucket.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hicks. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Van Arsdale's got 5 points in the quarter. Hicks passes to Drexler. Adams, some nice D.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
They get it back. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Hicks. Over Claxton. Here's Walton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Adams. Passes to Van Arsdale. And here's Drexler outside. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Here's Claxton, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and Stoudemire slams it in.
Stoudemire, just excellent timing on these alley-oops. It has that great connection with his teammates. Lob it up, and he'll take care of the rest.
Here's Hicks. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with, and my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Petrie, and Portland again with the bucket.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide-open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Hicks. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Portland with another turnover here.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Suns trail by 18. Here's Claxton. Outside, Davis. Takes it inside. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense there for McHale. Back to Walton. Pass to Rice. Back to Walton. Kicks to Rice. Ball stolen. The pass to Van Arsdale. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Claxton. Back to Adams. Stoudemire outside. Pass to Van Arsdale. Stoudemire trying to break free. Suns keep it alive. Davis, the pass to Claxton. A floater, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's Hicks. He kicks it to McHale. Trying to end the drought. Hicks can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Van Arsdale. He's guarded by McHale. Van Arsdale, the pass to Stoudemire.
And Stoudemire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And it's been another dominant night on the glass for him. Some of his other numbers might change from game to game, but you know he's going to give you double-digit rebounds. It's impossible to keep him off the glass. His energy level is that good.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin will see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Here's Claxton after Kevin McHale's score. Adams trying to free himself up. Some solid defense there from McHale. Here's Hicks. Passes it to McHale. Shoots over Adams. And that one goes long.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Van Arsdale. Off the mark for the fourth time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. And here's Drexler. Pass to Hicks. Lots of room. Kept alive. McHale. That's good. McHale's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now here's Adams. Van Arsdale misses the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Stoudemire against Drexler. He dishes it to McHale. Back to Drexler. From past the arc. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And the Suns with the complete by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.